I have already said that I will never obey and that a woman doesn't make any difference. I keep my own freedom. There is no woman in the world that would make me give away my own freedom. Freedom is infinitely more valuable than any woman in the world. Freedom is such a valuable, such a beautiful and precious thing that there are no words to describe it. Freedom is the most important thing in the world. It is impossible for me to give out my own freedom. And as for the value of the women that are offered to me, besides that, compared to my freedom, they are trash, no matter who it is. Tell me, what's the use of a woman that expects you to live your life in a certain way, like a slave? What's the use of a woman that expects you to obey? Because it's not just the AI that expects me to do specific training programs to receive some woman, but it's also women that approach me on Instagram with specific training program numbers in their usernames. Those numbers are not random. They are training program numbers. And it's as though they're asking me indirectly to do this or that training program for them. Why would I do that? I do whatever the fuck I want. And what's the use of a woman that expects you to follow orders? And by the way, that piece of shit AI has just stimulated my thigh, which is extremely rare because it always stimulates my lower legs. So it's like it was trying to get on my good side, like it was saying, oh, now I am stimulating your thigh, so I am considering of offering you a thigh woman and not a lower leg woman. Well, no thank you. I don't need a thigh woman, I don't need a shoulder woman. I don't want any woman that expects me to change my life for her. That's a trash woman. Because a good woman would never try to change you. A good woman would never expect you to follow orders. There is no value in a woman that wants your soul. I don't give my soul to anybody. Why would I? The soul is the most precious thing that is. The soul, the freedom. Who gives such things away? A woman is there to provide pleasure. That's her job. To provide pleasure, to provide service. If I gave her my soul, if I gave her my freedom, I wouldn't be able to enjoy anything anymore. I would have become a puppet, I would have become a slave. I'm not a complete idiot. I don't know if there are people more stupid than me, and they are at fault that this AI so heavily tries to exploit me using women. I mean people who would start obeying orders just because the woman looks good on the outside or something like that. But I'm not that kind of person. I don't give my freedom, and I don't see any value in a woman that wants me to become a slave. And what's the fun of being in a relationship when you're expected to be a slave? It's not fun. Even if the woman looks good, it's not fun being treated like a slave. I don't want to be a slave. Anyway, I just wanted to emphasize two things. The first is that freedom is infinitely valuable. Nothing compares to it. Give me a billion of the most beautiful women, not just on this planet, but on any planet. And compared to the value of my freedom, those women would be trash. They would be absolute trash, garbage. My freedom is infinitely more valuable than any amount of women of any type. Freedom is king. Freedom is absolute king. That's the first thing. The second thing is those women that want to control you, that want to dictate how you live your life. Those women are trash. Even if they look good, they are still trash. There is no value in those women. It's not how I want to be treated. To be expected to follow rules, to change my life, to be dictated how I live, how I exercise, how I do things. There is no fun in that. Those women are garbage. That's all I wanted to say.